The biggest issue in today's society regarding men is that it's becoming tougher and tougher to talk to a woman. Actually, a lot of feminists nowadays and a lot of TV series are suggesting that you should just become gay, you should just give up whatever you want from this life in terms of approaching women, talking to them, your desires, your own desires, your heart desires, your sexual desires and whatnot. So the biggest issue right now is that you are still listening to the voice of society. You don't have your own voice. So my first advice for this video would be for you to discover your own voice, the voice of your soul and heart. What exactly do you want? The first question you should write down in your handbook. The second one, how will I get it? And the third one will be, what can I do in this very moment? Okay, because you want to take action right now. You've been procrastinating for a lot of time. You got to stop that procrastination. And in order to stop procrastination, you just got to put your body in movement. Don't necessarily know how you're going to do this, but just put your body in movement. Go and just trust yourself that you will get the answer, because as soon as you walk out the door, if you, for example, if you put in your handbook that you want to meet women, you will then definitely know that all I need to do is talk to a woman. And whatever comes up, that is, you know, fear or ego or whatever, you're just going to read books, do some coaching or watch some online videos to get more information on those problems. But you will have, I think you already have all the instruments you might need to do this. So welcome to this channel. For the past 15 years, I've been helping guys such as yourself to discover these layers of fear, of ego, what keeps them from taking action. And it all comes down to a fucking decision that they need to take in this very moment. You always have to take a decision, and you always need to be present to understand who you are, because identity will block you from taking that decision. Somewhere along your past, you took a decision that you're not worthy. You can't do this, that you're too afraid, that people are talented. You have pickup artists that they are natural talent. That bullshit doesn't exist. These are all people that just went through life and they just experienced and experienced and experienced again and again and again and again. And by repetition, they created a new reality. Because whatever you want to master, you just need repetition. You don't even need good results. You just need to practice, 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 practice. So I want to give you some reasons why women want to talk to you, because these will motivate you in doing so. These will make you take action, because it's actually way simpler than you think. But because you constructed a story that is so difficult to understand, that is so complex, you're not taking action. Although you know you need to do, you know what you have to do, but you're not taking it. So remember, put your body in motion, which means jump the rope for 5 minutes, which means dance, put a song and actually dance on that playlist. And you will see, because you're putting your body in motion, now you have a different feeling. You're evoking a different emotion, which is not fucking procrastinating. As soon as you lie down, your body is passive and you just stay, you're in a sedimentary routine. Of course, you will have so many negative emotions, thoughts, processes, and the voice of society, which actually, you know, you're trying to prove society that you can do it. And for society, whatever you do, it will never be okay. So that is a big issue. So how about you do things for yourself? You fuck society, and from now on, you live a life that is purposeful and happy for you, not for other people. How about you detach from this fucking world that is thinking for you, and it's time for you to think for yourself. My name is Andrew, and I welcome you to the channel. Subscribe, and let's start with the very first reason. The very first reason women want to talk to you is because you're not a fucking freak. What does it mean to be awkward? Because men are very afraid of this, yeah? So you must probably be afraid of this. To be awkward, it means you're simply talking things that are out of context. The very first thing you need to do is to create context. So when you're going to approach a woman, you don't need to be in your head and be like, oh, but what am I supposed to tell her? What is a good approach? It's not about what you tell her necessarily. It's about how you feel about it. So put these songs in your head, dance to them, do some push-ups, jump the rope, just to have a lot more energy, a good energy, and then you do the approach. When you approach, the context in which you approach is important, because she needs to know the reason why you're coming to her, and if you can actually add the place that you've seen her it will make the situation way more trustworthy. You have a lot of guys that are very pushy, that are very awkward because they come and all of a sudden they're using a stupid pickup line, like you smell like a dangerous woman, and she's like, what the fuck, are you talking to me? Like, what is your name? Where did you fucking came from? You're like a ninja that jumped out of the bushes. So understand that a calibrated man, a gentleman, a powerful alpha guy understands that people are in their head. They are just walking through life like fucking zombies. They're not gonna know why you're coming to them, how come you're over here, what are you doing over here right now at this time. Also, the time counts a lot, because if you're approaching at 12 a.m., that's a thing. If you're approaching by 6 p.m., that's another thing. It's a different story. So put things in context, which means, hey, excuse me, I just noticed you. I was at the bar with a friend. I was having a coffee with him, but I just noticed you walk by, and I was like, wow, who is this girl? So my name is Andrew. What are you doing right now? You see, I have been putting things into context. I am a guy that I just noticed you. I'm not going to be like, fuck, I'm so in love. Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm not going to validate her for any stupid bullshit reason because I don't know anything about her. Yeah, validation has to be earned. And the second thing, I make it very relatable by saying, hey, I'm not a freak. I'm not just standing over here looking at the moon or, like a predator approaching women. I was with a friend, actually. I was having a coffee and I just saw you, so I had to introduce myself. Keep it simple but relatable, okay? And it's very important for you to ask what exactly is she doing right now, because it makes sense that you want to know how much time you have in that specific interaction. Otherwise, whatever you ask her over here doesn't make any sense. So this is what it means to be awkward. When you're like approaching a girl, you're saying something that doesn't make any sense, or you're approaching that girl and you're too pushy, or all of a sudden you're talking about sex. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know your name, and you're already pushing sex into the conversation. These are things that don't make any sense. Another thing that is fucking awkward, you stop a girl and you're like, excuse me, where is the McDonald's? And she's like, oh, you got to take a left and a right. And you're like, so what are you doing right now? You see, women hate men that they don't take responsibility for what they're doing, for what they want. So when you're approaching indirectly in this way, it is very nasty, it is very shameful, it's such a pity to do this, because you're a grown-up man. So it is a layer of being fake when you state a different reason. So you wanted to approach her, but you're stating that you're looking for McDonald's. So because you're doing this, avoiding the real intention, obviously she's not going to take joy in that, and she's going to want to reject the interaction with you, because you are already lying, you're already cheating, and you're already not taking responsibility for what you want, which means later on in a relationship, you're going to do the same thing. The next reason is because you're not drunk and you don't smell like cigarettes. And this applies especially in clubs, especially in indoors, when you're approaching indoor. And the reason is because a lot of people now, they have very negative emotions. So what they do, they tend to drown themselves in alcohols, they tend to drug themselves, they tend to smoke a lot, and especially in clubs, because they see the world as a paradigm of competition and comparison. They don't accept what they are because they feel insufficient and they feel very bad and traumatized. They need to fuck up their brain, their logical mind, their rational mind. So they're gonna drink a lot, smoke a lot, drug a lot, avoid the reality in a way, to just enter an illusion. And now they can approach women just because they fucked up with the rational mind. However, you need to understand that when you do this, there is no benefit to it. I mean, the success is not actually yours, it's in regards to the alcohol. So that glass of whiskey made you approach the girl, not yourself. That glass of whiskey is what is winning the girl's heart, not you. So remember that it's a temporary cloud of so-called success in which you will descend from, and you will be brought back to reality, which is, I am afraid, I don't know how to talk to women, and I see myself as a little peasant, and all guys around me, they're alpha dudes, and they made it through life, and I'm just a little chode. So if this is your identity, that is where you need to start, by understanding that nobody around you discovered necessarily the success, the secret element to a successful life. Success is what you made it to be, and you're making that in your mind right now, going from the identity. Now, the next reason women want you to approach them is because you're very in control of your own mind and of your own emotions. And when you do that, you inspire that you are trustworthy. You inspire that you're a person that I can rely upon. And you inspire the fact that you're not going to be judgy. You're not a guy that likes to gossip, likes to talk shit. You're not a negative guy that likes to talk badly, that is pessimist, that sees the world in such a black color, Although the world might be a bit fucked up, there is always a choice for you to see that area or the happy area. You should train yourself to always see the beautiful things in every single person that you meet. And as soon as you do this, you will be very grateful for what life has to present to you. But until you do that, you will face a lot of issues, because whatever you tell this mind of yours, you will eventually feel. You can't feel something because before you have the thought process. So every thought becomes an emotion, and it's not the other way around. So in order for you to feel sad, that means your thoughts are pretty fucked up. So understand the thoughts, see them for what they are. Ask yourself, what would it take to modify them to enter a beautiful state? And from that beautiful state, magic will happen in your life. Magic is happening right now, but because you're in a difficult state, a negative state, you don't see that. It's like you're looking at a mirage in a desert. You cannot see the truth. And remember, another reason for why women want you to approach them is because you're not boring. There's a lot of guys that only talk about work and going home, work and going home. And when you're facing this, is because you forgot to live your life. You forgot to be passionate about the things in your life. So you just need to ask yourself, what exactly brings joy to my heart? What is a feeling that I can feel inside my heart? And what do I need to do in order to achieve that? You might discover that you like to go with a quad bike. So go with the quad bike. Feel in your heart what is happening over there. You might discover that you want to rent a place that is actually luxurious just to have a champagne and to fuck an escort over there. Be in your heart when you do this. Ask yourself, what do you feel? If you feel like a king, allow yourself to accept the reality that you are living like a king. If you feel in your heart that you want to just, to just go and have a picnic by yourself, do it. It's not gay, it's not lazy, it's not fucked up, it's not awkward, it's just an experience for your heart. Your heart needs these experiences, these emotions you're feeling now, they will manifest a different life for you. And it's not bullshit talk, it's the most important talk over here. And still, people know this and they don't do it. If you understand that women want to have a passionate life, want to laugh very often, understand that you don't know how to make a woman laugh. You're not going to make a woman laugh by projecting whatever makes her laugh. You're going to make her laugh by what makes you laugh. So ask yourself, what is something that makes me laugh, makes me crack jokes and laugh like with tears full of joy? If you don't know that, that is an issue. Watch some stand-up comedy shows to understand what does make you laugh. What is so funny for you, and then just tell the girl these jokes or make it relevant with situations in your life, and now you're cracking some laughs. This is the problem. You've become so serious. You're always in your rational mind. You're always thinking about profit. If I do this, I'm going to lose that, or I'm going to win that. And as soon as you act like this, in a rational mind, you cannot feel things. But with women, it's all about energy and feeling stuff. So understand that the next reason why she wants you to approach her is because you understand that it's not about what you say, it's about what you feel. So you're creating context. It's all about the story in between the two of you. It's all about what you're making me feel. If you can make me feel something, I will go home and think about you. If I cannot feel anything, or I feel like you're confused, or you're trying to lie to me, although I feel that about you, now I don't want to see you again. You're gonna get my Instagram just because I'm a polite girl. I'm gonna give you my Instagram or my phone number, but you're gonna get blocked as soon as possible. Or I'm not gonna even reply to you. I'm gonna put you in scene, and I'm just gonna get my ego validated because you just followed me. And that's it. So I hope you understand the importance of what you are, of what you can become, of what you can do, and of what you can be. And with that being said, I hope to see you in a coaching online with me or in-person bootcamp in Romania, Bucharest, because we teach people. We have men such as yourself for the past 15 years of our life. We are here for you, and we give you the most premium coaching, and you have a refund on that as well in case you think this is not for you. So thank you so much for watching. And by the way, we just launched a course, an online course. If you want to get access to it, just hit me an email and I will give you the details. See you next time. Bye-bye.